What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Will Motivation, back again with another video. And today, that's right, if you saw the title of this video, thumbnail, we are checking out another BMW. This time it is the i5 M60. So we're gonna take it for a test drive. They're gonna tell us all about this new model from BMW. And it is really fast. So let's check it out.
I ain't with my guys, then I'm dolly. Hey. Ain't no vibe like this, they don't rock like this, and you know we don't miss. Swish. They don't catch my drift, tell them I ain't they biz, or catch my jizz. Ain't no vibe like this, don't rock like this, and you know we don't miss. They don't catch my drift, tell them I ain't they biz, or catch my...
All right, so we're getting ready to check this car out. They're gonna tell us all about it from the inside out. But I think they have a couple of them outside. This is the one, this is like the fast one. This is the M60. So BMW and Mercedes, they have so many different versions of their cars that it's hard for me to like keep up with all the models. But this is a new model. It's called the i5, but it's also the M60 model. This is like the super fast one. So we're gonna check this one out on the inside, but then we're gonna test drive, I think, one of the ones on the outside. So big shout out to BMW of Dublin, MAG, Midwestern Auto Group, for letting me come check this car out and show it to you guys. So, oh, but look, check this out. Come to a BMW dealership, you gotta check out all the M's. So they got the new M in the powder blue. You like this one, Pete? So this is my son, Pete. If you guys haven't seen him on my channel before, this is my son. He's autistic, so he doesn't talk too much, but he enjoys the cars with me. So this was the M2. You like this one, Pete? You like the M2? Yeah, this is what we would get him, man. We'd get my son one of these when he learns how to drive. But, yeah, look at that interior. Look at the seats. Oh, man. So I'm excited about this because this interior is crazy. Look at the 5 on the side. All right, so we're gonna check out the other colors that they have of the BMW i5 M60. I see a black one, or is that dark gray? Check them out. Look at that, man. Look at that. That's sick. So the thing I guess makes this different from a lot of the car reviews that we do is that these vehicles are electric. That's right, all electric. I don't know if that's Dravis gray because it's kind of, we're in the shade. If we were in the sun, I would be able to tell. I don't think that's the Dravis gray. Dravis gray is one of the most popular BMW colors. It's one of my personal favorites, but I think this is more of a metallic gray, like dark gray. Man, that looks sweet. Can't wait to check out the features. Let's check out the sticker. So if you're wondering off the rip how much the 2024 BMW i5 M60 costs, this car costs $84,100 before options, and then this one tops out at $94,000. So I'm sure we're gonna get into all of the features that you can get with this car. So we're gonna get into all of the features of the car, but that's where it starts, like around $84,000, and then you can go up from there with your options. So, all right, so we're about to get Justin to buy this. I couldn't believe how much power this car has. What's it, the XM? What is it called? What do they call it? XM label. XM label. Look at this. This car has 800 horsepower from the factory, from the BMW factory. That's crazy. They just sold it, so if you want one, you're gonna have to call Steve over here at the BMW Dublin in Ohio. But look at this thing, man. It looks mean. 800 points. So what? You just get you one of these, man, or the Urus. That thing is crazy, though. Look at the red interior. Right. It only comes with the red seats. Hold on, he said you can get the wheels in
red, yeah.
What? That's factory paint right there.
Correct.
That's not PPF. That's crazy. Who specs the cars?
I do.
Yeah, he spec this one nice. He was trying to get me to buy this one. That's mean. That's crazy. That's from the factory, that kind of horsepower, man. Dang. BMW's doing their thing now. All right, so we're getting ready to talk about the 2024 BMW i5 M60i. So how many different versions? They have the i5 and then like, what else is it?
So we got the i5 M60,
M60.
the i5 40, got the 530, and then the 540.
Okay.
So really 4 different versions of this.
Okay, tell me your name. So Connor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Connor's gonna be showing us and telling us about the car. We came up here to check it out. Ooh, look at that, look. They got features and lights.
New for the redesigned 5, we got the iconic glow around the kidney now. They just redesigned the lights as well. And now they've introduced on the 5 Series the shadow line lights. On the side, you got the black accents on the light. Kind of gives it an angrier look.
Yeah, it looks mean.
Glare.
Look that right there. That light right there.
Yeah, at night coming down the road, there's really nothing like it. There's almost no car that has that, so it really sets it apart.
I really like that.
Yeah, it's really nice.
That's next level. Aggressive styling. I like how they took the snout, you know, like the snout, like the nostril type of thing going on.
Right, so you can tell, I mean, they didn't just snap the grill on here. You can tell they really molded the body lines in here and even recessed the BMW logo into this style.
Yeah, that's dope.
Which is really nice.
I like
and
it.
Even though it's an electric car, we don't really need the kidney. Kidney is so quintessential to a BMW, they did still leave that design there.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, so it's electric, so no hybrid.
Yep, it's electric. It is all-wheel drive. It's about 596 horsepower, so almost 600 horsepower. Yeah, 0 to 60, you're talking about 3.7 seconds.
Okay.
BMW claims. So it is rocket ship fast.
And you said it's all-wheel X-Drive?
It is extra all-wheel drive.
Okay,
Yep.
so this would be an awesome car for all weather.
All weather.
You can be-
If you start slipping, can send power to any of the four wheels, so you got no problem there.
Okay.
But it is still rear-wheel drive bias,
Okay.
so it gives you that feel.
That
of
feel,
the
yeah.
BMW.
My
Yep,
yeah, my
drive like a
M4 has that
BMW.
feel.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, let's take a look at the inside. I did a little walk around the outside. I like it.
Yeah, on the outside you get a little ambient lighting there on the ground to light the pathway, and then on the inside, that's all redesigned now. So to me, one of the coolest things is this ambient lighting here, almost like a crystal effect.
Oh, wow. And it's got the carbon.
Carbon fiber on this one. This was really well optioned. You got the crystal on the iDrive controller, your gear selector, and then even that screen there, that is all brand new. It's the iDrive 8.5 with 4K resolution, 5G Wi-Fi.
4K resolution, goodness.
It's about as crisp as you're gonna find a screen in a car.
What?
Really on almost anything. A lot of little details are real nice too. You even got ambient lighting around the cup holders there in the back. This is the first time we're seeing panoramic glass roof on a 5 Series.
Oh, wow, look
So
at
it helps
that.
it feel a lot more spacious. Heated seats in the back. You got 2 USB-Cs there in the center, and then you got another USB-C on the back of each seat.
Oh, look.
That has a small port that you can pull down here. You can mount an iPad back there. You can mount a tray table back there.
Oh,
if
you can
wanna
mount
eat.
stuff on that.
Exactly. BMW's got a lot of different accessories.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
And then they've even made some little cutouts here in the back seats. Just gives you that little
Extra
bit
for your
extra
knees or whatever.
room, and it helps it feel a lot more spacious.
So this is kind of like a car for an executive.
Yeah.
Okay. Target customer for this.
Really, the people coming out of an M550 or your normal V8 sedan that are ready to go into the electric realm find that same power they used to have, similar sizing, but with all new tech and now it's electric.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a killer question that I'm thinking this is what, with electric cars, that a lot of people probably, one of the first questions they ask is the range.
Yeah.
So does BMW take that into consideration when they make this?
Of course, we're going to think about the range. So it's about 250 miles,
Okay.
which is very good.
Number two, the space in the trunk.
Yeah. That's a little bit of additional storage.
Oh, okay, nice.
Right now we got the charger in there, but you can use that for whatever once you get your charger out there. Yep.
Yeah, nice deep trunk. Put about 3 bodies in there.
You know, was a gangster.
If you're considering a 4-door sedan like this, you got that executive feel to it, you guys call BMW, Dublin, Midwestern Auto Group, and they'll get you hooked up. Connor, Steve. So the first thing that stands out to me is this new.
That new ambient lighting. Yeah. So
What was
that's
that?
going to be, that was actually just the noise for us starting the car.
That was sweet.
Yeah. So
It felt like we're in a movie theater or something like that.
actually, funny you say that. So the guy that made the sounds, Hans Zimmer, he did all the sounds for Star Wars.
Oh, they got the right guy.
Yeah, they got the right guy.
Oh, look at the flat bottom steering wheel.
Flat bottom steering wheel. You got the 12 o'clock racing stripe there. And then on the inside, you got the M colors here as well, which is really cool.
Oh, it's got the blue and red stitching.
But yeah, the sounds will change for your different modes. You got all different modes here to drive in, like your personal, which is really your everyday comfort mode. If we go here to sport, you can see you're gonna get red here
Oh, that's sweet.
all around. And then in the floorboard, it's kind of hard to see, but you can actually see you get a little bit of blue. So you kind of get the red and blue together, and you'll get blue in the floors there. It'll change the mode or the sound that it's making too when you're in the different modes. And if we go to eco, you see again,
Oh, that's right, because it's
Now it's
electric, so
blue.
the sounds are kind of.
they're all piped in for your different modes.
Does it have a sound like a standard sound when you're rolling and stuff?
It's gonna have for safety. It's gonna make a sound.
Okay, but
when
it's
you're
real-
backing up.
real
It's
faint.
kind of a beep beep,
Oh, okay,
so the
okay.
pedestrians know you're coming by.
Okay.
But this one's really cool. The expressive mode. It's gonna drive the handle like the normal comfort mode,
That's
but it's meant to be the most immersive in the interior. You can see it's almost like fading like the waves of the ocean.
Yeah,
The colors
that's
are
pretty
actually
sweet.
moving actively, which is really cool. And then on this screen here, they've tried to make it pretty easy. Obviously, there's a ton of tech here, but they've somewhat limited the buttons. We can still do things really quick and easily. So a lot of people missed from the last generation, we still do have our shortcut buttons. So you could make this one shortcut here to call your mom, or your second shortcut here to navigate you home. Whatever you want to do frequently can be right there.
Yep.
But there's not too many buttons here distracting you.
Yep.
And then your background here on your screen, we can have it be the navigation, we can have it be your music you're listening to, or we can have it be the mode we're driving in, really whatever you want there. And then we have these other what they call widgets.
Yep.
Then we can see things about like the car's current usage, kilowatt hours or horsepower, whatever you want to do over there.
Let me ask you an opinion question. You've driven this car already, right?
Yeah.
So for you, I'm assuming you've driven your gas-powered cars, right?
Yeah.
So what's the biggest difference driving this car than your gas-powered Beamers?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I would say to the old M550 is kind of the natural comparison. It really comes down to the noise, having the grumble of a V8, and also just the way that more has the top end torque versus this electric. It's
Instant.
all bottom, low end, instant torque.
Okay.
So it's a little different characteristics in that respect.
I love low end torque though.
It's
Especially city driving, right? Stop and go.
When you just press on this, it's actually a pretty dramatic process. If you go in Sport Plus, you put it in launch, it'll actually like lock up your seatbelt and you feel it. It is a really cool experience to launch this car. It really is.
It probably make you car sick.
Yeah, it's real fast. It's real fast.
I like this.
But they're focusing here
Glass.
on
That's crystal
it's
glass.
crystal, so like Swarovski crystal.
Wow.
Yep, and this is uplit crystal as well as your gear selector.
Okay, so that's a major upgrade.
And you can see there's limited buttons down here, but what they're all really shortcuts. So it makes it easy to get to stuff that you need. So this here, that's a shortcut for all of our safety features. Right after pressing that, we're right into changing our blind spot, our lane departure, all those settings.
So how new is this car? Like how long have you guys had these? Did it just now come or?
Just about came out. I think we've had the first one maybe 2 months now.
Okay.
Not very long at all.
So for the buyer of this, what do you think is going to be like the selling point if they're coming from that 550 and they want to jump into one of these? Obviously the electric, I'm sure. But what do you think are the other features that people are going to really like?
I would say the technology is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
This tech is well and above everything else we've got out, and it is the newest, latest, greatest.
Sweet.
So the previous 550 was great with iDrive 7, but it was starting to feel like it lagged a little behind. Versus this is all the newest tech out.
Sweet.
So I would say besides electrics, probably the tech.
Awesome, man. Yeah, so this is a dope car. It's got you got the carbon. You got your seat settings for the passenger. Heated seats. I'm sure it's probably got cool seats as well.
Yep, we got heated and cooled up here, as well as the heated steering wheel right there.
Your door locks, your stereo system. What's the name of it? Is there like a...
Yeah, so this one is Bowers & Wilkins stereo system.
Okay.
And you do have a lot of people's favorite in the BMWs here. You do have gesture control, so you can turn up and down your volume like that.
Oh, okay.
You can turn it up and down like that, or you can skip to the next tracker station, or your last tracker station.
Your passenger will be thinking you're talking to them to get out the car. So these start at 84?
Yep, start about 84 grand. This one's really well appointed, about 97.
All right, so yeah, you get all kind of features in here, executive packages, and not a bad price for everything that you get. And it's electric. So sweet. All right, so we're out here with the BMW i5 M. Which one is this?
The M60.
M60.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're gonna take the M60 out. Connor's gonna drive so that I can record the experience for you guys. But you don't have to go too hard. We don't want to get car sick.
We'll have a little fun though.
All right, cool. So we'll take a little spin and we'll talk about the driving dynamics in the i5. All right, man, these doors are nice and heavy, beefy. I'm assuming this color is a popular color, but it's not the only color.
Right. Yeah, dark graphite people usually like because it's got that kind of sinister look on it.
It's called dark graphite.
Dark graphite, yep.
All right, so obviously it's an electric car. So I actually rented when I went to Spain about 2 years ago, and I rented one, and it was a little confusing because I'm sitting here waiting for it to make a sound when it starts.
Right.
But actually it didn't. So this one, show us like the starting procedure.
Yeah, pretty easy. So foot on the brake, and then you get your finger there on the start stop, and you press it.
That's the start sound.
That's the start
okay, that's the upgrade because I think back couple years ago when the model I rented, it didn't make a noise, but that's nice. So now, so it says ready. Is that means you're good to go?
We're ready to put it in gear. So this crystal here is actually the gear selector.
Crystal?
Pull back there.
Okay, right
and
there.
And you got D and B, so drive and then brake. If you've driven a Tesla, you know a lot of electric cars, they can have what they call one-pedal driving, where you let off the accelerator, it feels like it's braking. The nice thing is, the Teslas, you can only have it that way. You can only drive it, you take off the accelerator, it feels like it's braking. Some people don't like that. Our normal drive feels like the drive of a gas car, more or less. And then if you want that for more regenerative braking, you can do that. So you got either or option. But I'm just going to keep it normal drive today.
Nice, it's nice and smooth. We're gonna sell it to one of these fellas when we come back. I felt my seatbelt tension up a little bit. Yeah. Oh, that's smooth.
So it'll tug just to make sure that it's safe and it's taut on you.
Okay. Yeah, it's smooth.
And pretty smooth, pretty quiet in the comfort mode that we're in.
I can imagine like an executive driving this car back and forth to work every day.
Oh yeah.
So all you executives that are watching this one's for you. So is there anything different about it when you're driving and you're first getting in it that's really different that you have to get used to as compared to like a gas powered?
I would say not much, no. They've tried to make it a really smooth transition for people. So there's not too much different. If you're using that brake mode, that definitely would take some getting used to.
Okay.
Maybe the noises, but besides that, they said they're really trying to make it feel like a 5 Series that happens to be electric.
Gotcha.
Some cars, like, Model X, you got Falcon doors and it feels like a real different quirky car because it's electric.
Yep.
They want these to be real easy transitions for people. It just happens to be an electric car, but it feels a lot like a regular car. A nice regular car, but one not.
Okay. So I noticed there's this e-power. It's almost like an RPM gauge, but it's the e-power.
So that's just the percent of power we're using from 0 to 100% of power.
That's a nice touch. I like that.
So it feels a little more traditional.
I gotta pay attention. Is it simulating gear shifts or is it just straight?
Yeah, no transmission, not really simulating gear shifts.
Okay.
Just kind of how I'm putting the power on.
Okay, so that's good because it feels like a regular car, which I've been in Teslas before and they get me car sick.
Right, that's that braking.
But this doesn't make me feel like that.
Really do that.
It feels like a regular.
If you press on the throttle more, you get more of that sound.
Yeah, okay.
But as I said, the sound will really change up depending on our mode. Probably my favorite is the expressive mode. When you press on it, it sounds like some string instruments.
Oh yeah, let's
the THX movie thing.
Let's do it. Oh. Yo, that's like some Star Wars stuff. That's sweet. I like it because I'm sure BMW made their own sound.
Yeah. Hans Zimmer made them just for BMW, so they're curated for.
It's called expressive.
Yeah, so this is the expressive mode here.
Okay.
My favorites. If you go into relax here, it'll actually close the shade there in the roof, so you don't get too much sun in your eyes. It'll change the lights here to kind of a nice, relaxing white, and then it almost sounds like the awe
nice,
of
yeah,
or something like that.
Can you do that so they can hear it?
Yeah. It's a quieter one, but you still
but it's still fast.
It's still fast, yeah.
So does sport mode make a different sound?
Yeah, so sport will make a different sound for us. And this one also will be our fastest as well. So everything here in sport. And you can push on the brake and
uh-oh, Pete.
That's how launch control.
Listen to it. Can you guys hear that? That was crazy. Woo, let me get my breath.
Yeah.
Goodness.
And you get that actually tug on the seat.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it said launch control active, and then you're ready to go when you do that brake boost.
This is pretty sweet, man. Yeah, because I don't know what it was, man, but the Tesla, I don't think it had any sound, at least the car I was in.
No, they don't do any sound.
And it made me car sick. But having a sound kind of, I guess, gives you this sense, okay, we're moving.
Right, it's the connection between motion and your hearing.
You're
so used to in a car, especially a performance car.
Yes.
You want that.
Yes.
And the Tesla, to me, it lacks a lot of things that are traditional or we're thinking of as luxury car now. There's no ambient lighting, there's no Apple CarPlay, there's no head-up display. A lot of things that you think of as luxury features, you don't get. So I think this is still a luxury car, but it's an electric luxury car.
So back to the main question about the range. So let's say you did want to take this on a road trip. Would it help you figure out like where to plan your stops to charge it?
Yeah, so we can press this charging icon right here.
Oh, got that blue button?
Yep, and then you can see where are the chargers near us. Charge point, EV Go, got a lot of charge points near us.
Oh, cool.
So we can see that. If we do, won't do this while we're driving so we don't crash.
Right. We don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so check this out, guys.
Yeah, so since we put a navigation destination in, we have augmented reality navigation. You can see the camera in front of us, and since we need to make a turn, it's going to show us the arrows right there over the real road.
That's
you do need
crazy.
to turn.
That is sweet.
Yeah, it was awesome. So this is the navigation here. Now that we've got a destination active, I put purposely someplace that's further than our range. 560 miles away, we're going to New York City. So on this here, if we click this, it'll show us along our route, where do we have chargers? We're right next to a couple chargers, but if we go further away,
It's
where
still
we may,
showing you on the route.
Yep, and they're all going to be right off the route. So this is our route. There we go. We're only about a mile away or less. Electrify America are good stations for you too, since you do get free charging with Electrify America from BMW for buying the car. And we can see that's 150 miles away. That might be a good place for us to charge up. You can go from 20% battery to 80% battery if you've got the right level 3 charger in about 30 minutes.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can do that pretty darn quick. Get yourself
Go use the bathroom and everything. Yeah. Okay.
range, real quick.
Okay.
And we can see we've got plenty of chargers right along the route that we can use. Another Electrify America, they're closer. So you don't have to veer too far away to find a charger, and they are plenty out there.
So that's what I want to show everybody, because I know the number one question people are going to ask, okay, it's an electric car. It's a really nice car, but am I going to be able to use it on a road trip other than charging every night at home? And there you go. Answer the question. Wow. Yeah, I'm still got the jitters from that torque. Man, this thing has a lot of torque. It's really smooth. Thing I like most though about it, which is kind of crazy because I'm not going to say like that it's super fast. It is super fast, but that's not what I like most about it. What I like most about it is I rented, like I said, it was actually a BMW little SUV or something when I was in Spain. And it was the early version, and it didn't have all of these features to make it remind you of the experience of driving a gas-powered car, which for some of us, like me, helps me know what's going on. So like you start a gas car, it starts shaking a little bit and you can feel it. Well, this car actually has something where when we stopped just now, it's kind of tremoloring a little bit. That feels like a gas-powered car, which I'm sure that's probably some feedback people said that, you know, they need to know the car's running. So I actually like that. Like that would change my whole experience from like, cause I was struggling to know if the car was on or not
Right.
when I was over there.
It's a weird thing to have no noise at all.
Yeah. So I like that. That means they're paying attention to the feedback of their customers and making the driving experience enjoyable and usable. So I appreciate you, Connor, for taking us on a ride and showing us this car. Woo! So very impressed with this car. If you guys are interested in a BMW, this is the same place I went to get my BMW M4. And I mean, I was super impressed because of the super quick turnaround, how fast I got my car, but also the customer service that I got here. So if you guys are interested in getting a BMW i5, this is the M60, right? M60?
Yes.
M60, and there's the other version. Is it less power, like the M4?
The 40B less power. It actually has a little bit more range though.
Okay, the M40.
Yep, the 40 will. And then we've got the eDrive 40 right now, which is the rear wheel drive version.
Okay.
We just got our very first allocations for the xDrive all wheel drive 40.
Okay.
So we'll have the first ones of those in probably 3 months or so.
Okay, so a lot of different options, a little bit more range with the 40 versus the 60. But hey, just contact BMW Dublin or BMW Midwestern Auto Group and talk to these guys, Connor, Steve, or the team here will help you out. So yeah, this is a really, really sweet ride. All right, so we're here back at Midwestern Auto Group, BMW Dublin, and we're gonna see if we can sell one of these guys. We're gonna see if we can sell one of these guys a car. All right, so it's my first day on the job and I'm selling BMWs over here. So which one of you guys look like you need a Beamer? He has one.
You can use another one though.
You guys can use,
They got experience.
you guys can use, so what is it, 2-door, 4-door? 2-door?
4-door. I need a 4-door.
He needs a 4-door.
I need a 4-door.
You need a 2-door? Oh, okay, so all right, let me see what we got here on the lot. Let me see. Well, my son's over here making styles with his jeans. Look at his jeans. That's sweet, man. He got a nice style too. I like that. Let me hit the rock. There you go. All right, so we're gonna sell them a BMW here on the lot. What do you guys think? Drop me a comment what we should sell them today. It's a lot of customers out here. You guys got to hurry up and buy.